y'all. Thanks for the thumbs up. Here we are. It is a blessing to be alive. Oh my goodness. I'm moving. Let me roar. Yeah, I think we need to do some anger releasing today. Oh my goodness gracious. I'll be right back. Hold on. We have got to turn things off over here. Okay. Whew. Let's notice our breath. Let's notice our heartbeats. Connect with your inside. Connect with the love that you are, your love essence. Notice your energy. Ooh, this is dark. Just connect with your breath, your essence. Return to you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Notice your breath. Thanks for being here. Notice your body. Notice what your body needs. Time to release confusion. Time to release stress. Release misery. Be in the moment. We are all connected. And honesty is so important. We are who we are. Hey, Patrick. And I just think it's important to note that with the conversation of what is a woman, the deeper truth is we are who we are. Confusion is a mental state, but what we look like is what it is. How we're created is what it is. Yin and yang, all throughout our bodies. And just be with who you are. I think we're all exploring as a culture what it's like to be a woman, what it's like to be a man. And there are really deep truths to these chromosomes. Keep on breathing. I think the truth is that there's a chromosome reality that sometimes defies what we look like biologically, which isn't being discussed. In some cases, the female can have XY chromosomes and the male can have XX. It's really rare. And then, of course, there's extra ones with Down syndromes. There could be other ones. So, getting in touch with our true nature is sometimes more complicated than black and white, male and female. But we are who we are. And there's dressing up and pretending, and that's not reality. We're all responsible to really weeding through the confusions here and claiming your reality and your truth. And that's the most important thing. Not being shamed and guilted for recognizing the truth about things. We're all children. Nobody's perfect. We don't have all the answers. But we don't have to live someone else's reality. And that's a mind, mind, Fuck. When you have to see someone as, anyway, as who they want to be instead of who they are. And that is so beyond gender. There's so much fakeness in this world. And there's so much belittlement of ourselves. I see you as kings and queens. I see you as powerful, and so many think they're powerless. And I think powerlessness can cause someone to want to pretend that they're someone else. Because in that pretending, they feel more powerful because they think that someone else is more powerful. Or they think that being someone besides themselves will protect them. So there's deep, deep trauma connected to certain identity issues, and it's all a process. It's all a healing process. And the best healing is the truth. Just sitting with the reality of who you are and just not pretending you're Superman or Superwoman or or an animal. Just not pretending anymore. It's fun, it's playtime, but it's not reality. Keep noticing your breath. I'm all about making life more fun, don't get me wrong. But sometimes when we play pretend too much, then we can't tend to the responsibilities of our life and really be here in the present and really find ourselves and really connect with that love essence. How can we truly love if we're not being truly ourselves and not being honest and not being powerful? As we connect with our true energy today and we just take a time out, take a moment to just look at the miracles that we are, look at our bodies, how they are, the wisdom, how we've adapted. The longings we have, the feelings we have, the doubts we have, the love we have in our hearts. Connect with this energy deeply. Release the stress that's holding you back from fleshing out your presence. The gender roles in our society in the USA can be very confusing. The expectations can be very confusing. Everywhere. And I think the answer is to just look at the yin and the yang balance within yourself. Mercury retrograding, I think, because I don't even know where these sounds are coming from. Connect with your energy. That is you. If you can feel your chi, then you can feel you. I think we are all capable, men and women, of achieving so much in life in so many different ways, of being stewards to this land. of being interwoven with this land. And when is the limit? When do what you identify as, when is it possibly harmful to the balance of the whole world and how you're interwoven in this whole web? The deeper truths about things. When is it disconnected with roots? The yin and the yang within. All of us have different levels of expression and depression, or going inside and reflection. I think there are basic, amazing differences between men and women that, when they're combined, survival is perhaps easier together. The yang expression that comes easier for men, putting themselves out there. There's so much mystery to that. There's so much unknown. The women's ability to really deeply go inside and have that endurance to hold space emotionally, respecting each other for those differences and those talents is key to being more of who we are. And learning from each other. Things come naturally in different ways to different people. How the energy flows out, how the energy flows in. This is what you're exploring. Yin is energy flowing in. Yang is energy flowing out. You might have issues with receiving. That might be a yang issue. That might be a male issue. Notice the breath. What do you need today? Whenever you're ready, come up with that intention. My name is Aviva. My intention is to hold space for beautiful, truthful energy flow, to de-stress, to ground, to balance, to explore truth and harmony together, to explore female and male together in a safe way, in an honest way. And I would like to relieve some tension in my lower back area. What are your intentions today? You can explore so much with hugging. You know, when I hug people, I can feel whether or not their energy feels masculine or feminine. When you close your eyes, Can't pretend. I think that's what it comes down to. You know if it feels good and comfortable or not. If it feels like attraction or not. If it feels magnetic or not. Can't pretend. Just feel. What are your intentions? If someone says, you're not allowed to do this because you're a woman, or you're not allowed to do this because you're a man, then a part of you might want to be a man so you can do it, or be a woman so you can do it, and you can psychologically get confused. But you know who you are. Let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything you don't need. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. We are creations of God. And the more we humble ourselves and connect with the chi, the more we can feel how miraculous we are. What is a woman? What is sexuality? All of this can be meditated with the second chakra mudra. So we are going to, for women, the left thumb is on top because the yin and yang energy flows differently. And then with men, the right thumb is on top. Okay? And then you rest your hands down. And then just feel the energy around your sexual organ area. the womb area, but also connected with the liver a little bit, the hormone regulation. And just see if you can feel your chi, your energy expression, your energy fulfillment. What does it feel like to have a womb? What does it feel like to have breasts that give life? It's not just about what you look like, it's how the energy flows to those areas, within those areas, through those areas, to those areas, from those areas. Sometimes denying who we are and pretending to be someone we're not can lead to extreme energy blockages. Feel that flow. Sometimes, if we feel shame for even having sexual organs as humans, then it's almost like we there might be pretending that you're not having them, or pretending to be someone you're not is trying to get away from the shame you feel from being human. Wanting control over that by changing it, you're in control. You're owning it. You might feel less ashamed. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, let's be honest with it and process it. Because we have so much shame to heal from as a culture. So much. And it's important to talk about that because that's tied into this whole issue. It's like feeling shame because you're not using the right pronoun. That's ridiculous. Nothing to be ashamed of. And I think that's what we're healing from as a culture. Years and years of sexual abuse in so many different ways. Years and years of getting mutilated in so many different ways by so many different people. And taking control of it can feel like the solution and healing from it, but sometimes it's further hurting yourself. Oh, let me recognize your intention for class today, Patrick. It is to acknowledge that you've gotten better at releasing and happily have less to, but never focused on proactive protection, heart at center and not on the sleeve. eyes, please. Also, to balance feminine life force energy and masculine forcing life energies. Yin and yang completion. Seeing yourself as a spirit. Seeing and feeling that bliss, that freedom. Sometimes we really need to surround ourselves with those healthy relationships to even be able to identify as a beautiful being created by God. We need each other. And that's why this is such a big issue. We need each other's validation, reflection, acceptance for survival. We need each other's honesty, groundedness, integrity, power, support, recognition. Authenticity. So we're doing that balancing mudra now for the sex organs. See if you can feel how the energy is flowing. Feelings are everything. Let's do the breathing mudra, just the tips of the middle fingers together. And the heart energy. Index finger down to the bottom of the thumb, connect to the middle and the ring fingers. Heart chakra mudra. Feel the protection of your heart. Your ability to love. How can you love yourself if you're lying to yourself about something? It's really hard. It's like if you're a famous pop star, you might love yourself only when you're in that character. How do you love you without any characters, without any ego? Just you doing what feels good to you, not what gets you attention. Where do you feel your heart chakra energy? The meridians. Do you feel it in your neck? I had a boyfriend once tell me that he felt trans women were more womanly than women. And that really messed with my head. I was like, what do you mean? I kind of thought, he was basically telling me he was kind of gay, maybe. But he was basically like, well, just how they act, getting their nails done and the makeup and just, kind of the fake part of being a woman or something. And it just kind of messed with my head. It's like, okay, so when you act like something, you appear more like it. Is that what you're trying to say? I think there's this weird obsession with fakeness in our culture. What he said is not based on any truth or reality. And it's very rude to say that to a woman. Like how would he feel if I said, "I think trans men are more manly than real men?" It doesn't make any sense. So I think it's important to recognize who is not being counted in the picture. Who are you not counting as real? And what can you not face about reality if you're going to say fakeness is more real than reality? I don't buy it. My heart doesn't buy it. My heart energy that I feel so strongly. The softness of a woman, I don't think can ever be faked. The yinness, the receivingness, that's part of the softness. Being able to receive, being able to take in. That can be explored. You can learn that from women, but it's not something that can be biologically changed. Heart energy. Just be happy with who you are. Be proud of who you are, however you feel. If you are a man who likes dressing up like a woman, I have no problem with that. Be be proud of yourself for what you like to do. You're a man who likes to dress up like a woman. You're not a woman. You gotta face the truth. It's powerful to give yourself that permission to say, I am a man who dresses like a woman. That takes ownership of all of your experience of life that you've experienced as a man. That's part of you. Don't deny that part of you, that experience you've had. Feeling like a woman in a man's body. All of that is part of you. And honor the experience of women who have been women their whole lives. It's different. Everyone counts. Feel that heart opening. To you, to the full truth of you. Feel that energy flowing through you. If you can't feel the energy at all, that is the test. Can you feel your chi buzzing? The more you can feel the chi, the more you're being honest with who you are, which is beauty, love, light energy. All right, we're going to do a mudra for the kidneys, and then we're going to stand and do a little bit of standing stuff. I think we'll save the wuji for Wednesday. So for the lower back, we're going to do the pinky and the ring to the thumb, the lower back area. Everything you've experienced in life has made you who you are. Everything you've believed or not believed based on those experiences. Let's not add more confusion. Notice your breath. Opening up that kidney area. Here's an interesting, truthful question. So, in Orthodox Judaism, the man is not allowed to listen to a woman singing. When I was handing out CDs in front of the Variety Playhouse, Matisyahu's guitar player wouldn't take my CD because he said we can't listen to women's voices. So, would they be allowed to listen to a trans woman's singing? That's an interesting question. Am I serious about what? Red mammoth. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Jeremiah? A bullfrog? I'm feeling so much energy with this kidney mudra, y'all. My lower back is so much better from it. How you all feeling? And the kidney energy is really important when it comes to identity. What joke? I didn't even say a joke. It's a legitimate question. I'll have to ask a rabbi. Oh, yeah. How's it going, Jonathan? Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you. No, the kidney area is so important when it comes to our sexual organs and our life force. Because how we're created has a lot to do with our life force. So, do you think that they would be allowed to listen to the voice? Because it's a man underneath? Or do you think they would say, since they're identifying as a woman, then no, they can't listen to their singing? I think that's a legitimate question. I don't think anyone's talked about that. But I think it's probably similar to the sports issue and the competition in sports and how that's not fair. But it's different because as a woman, I might be like, well, if you could listen to them sing, that's not fair because you can't listen to me singing. Orthodox Judaism, you're not allowed to listen to a woman singing. I passed out a CD at the Matis Yahoo show, and his guitar player said he couldn't take it because he couldn't listen to a woman's voice singing. I think Matt Walsh should interview a rabbi. Oh, this is so good for my lower back. Do y'all feel this mudra? This is so powerful. This is your life energy mudra, Jing Chi. But I think historically, I think it's fascinating because I think it I think it shows, you know, historically that's why a lot of men started to dress up like women because women weren't allowed to be the entertainers. So I have a feeling they would actually allow that thing to happen because that's what had happened historically. I think it was for a couple of reasons, not just because they weren't allowed to hear women's voices, but also because women weren't allowed to work. So for entertainment, anytime there was a play with a women's role, the man would dress up like a woman because women weren't allowed to be like the professional actors. So I just think it's interesting to look at this whole issue historically. But I did talk to someone who lives near a temple who's an Orthodox Jew. I was passing him, he was cutting grass, and I told him I'd give him my card, but then I'm a singer and he might not want to take it. And he said, actually, I find it offensive, that law, and I don't follow it. I find it offensive that, I mean, the law was created because the woman's voice can entice you into having an affair or something like that, doing something ungodly. And he said, I think it's offensive that I'm as a man would be considered uncontrollable. Like I couldn't control myself. He goes, "Come on. I listen to women singing all the time. It's spiritually uplifting, not just possibly seductive." Recharging the kidneys is one of the most important things to do if you're feeling unwell in any way, emotionally, physically. That's what we're doing right now. We are recharging those kidneys. It should really help with lower back pain because the kidneys are right where that lower back is. So, a lot of times, if you have lower back pain, your kidneys are really stressed out, either from drinking too much coffee or just not drinking enough water or just your life energy just being completely depleted. So the depletion of life energy is very much helped by kidney chi. And that's what we're doing. We are fortifying your kidney chi right now. And speaking of protection, proactive protection, kidney chi boosting is one of the best proactive protection you can create for your body, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I love Sade. Where did you pick up a Sade vibe? In what I just said? Am I singing? I mean, they don't even. want me to sing, at the Capitol anymore. They don't want me to bring my ukulele. It feels so weird. And so I'm trying to save this tree. And so I didn't put the song in my last video because the developer is Orthodox. I'm hoping he'll listen to it. I think they might be killing the tree right now, though. You're so welcome, Jonathan. And you're still in the running, right, for governor? Yeah, I just need to not worry about trying to sing for people who feel like it's dirty. Just keep singing for you and other people who appreciate it. It's all good. I don't think we're standing up today. It just feels so good. Oh, I thought you were running independent. I didn't think you were running in against Republicans. Oh, Ooh, how you feel, my loves? All right, here is a trivia Qigong question. Who knows which animal movement is good for the kidneys, which is also good for the bladder? I'll give you multiple choice. Is it the tiger, the bear, or the crane? Good guess, because the crane does like being in water, but it's actually not. You probably haven't been to one of my Qigong classes where we do animal movements. All right, we're gonna do a quick foot massage and then we will stand up and do 1 or 2 stretches. We don't have a lot of time though. So we're gonna just rotate the toes a few times in each direction and pull the toe away from the foot. And we're gonna rotate the whole ankle in both directions. Pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. And then rub between the toes. And we're going to find a point on the bottom of the foot. And we're going to hold that for 20 seconds while we sip our water. Well, I guess we're going to find out what it is when I say no, it's not the tiger. Is the bear. But now you get to guess what organs the tiger movement is for. Okay, now under the knee, we're going to find a point and hold that for 20 seconds. Multiple choice. Is the tiger for the liver, the heart, or the lungs? And now above the knee, you're going to find a point. We'll do the bear in a second. But what is the tiger for? The liver, the heart, or the lungs? And tap up and down. And brush. And we're going to do the other foot now. Rotating each toe a few times in each direction. And pull the toe away from the foot. And rotate the whole entire ankle. Not the liver. The deer is for the liver. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the foot. And rub between the toes. Now find a point on the bottom of the foot and hold that for 20 seconds. Ow! Ow! All right, and we are going to find a point under the knee and hold that. You just need to come to class more often, Jonathan. It's been too long. And then above the knee. And tap up and down. And brush. Now these Bach flower essences that I make for people are like truth serum energy. These will get you into your essence. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, let's wiggle our butts as we stand up. And we're going to do 2 quick stretches and then we're going to end class. Let me know if you got any questions or anything you want to share about what you've learned. We're going to start with the wrist stretch. We're going to just bring the feet shoulder width apart and the fingers up towards the sides. And the hands are pushing out towards either wall. Bend the knees a little bit and breathe. Nice. Can I help? Can I trade you some work time for some cucumbers? I need some cucumbers. Fresh cucumbers. So good for you. And release, wrists up and down, all around. Good. I'm glad you have. Me too. One more time. Nice. I do accept donations if anyone would like for class today. If you feel empowered and you want to give back $1 or 2, that would be awesome. I'm also going to release on Patreon some confrontation that I had that I don't think I'm going to release on regular YouTube. So you might want to check that out. And if you'd like to cash at me, if you want, your presence is a gift, so no pressure. I'm going to show you the bear and then I'm out of here. You step with the right foot forward, bring the right palm forward and the left back, and then the left palm forward and then the right palm forward. Then you step with the left, like a nice hefty bear. And you bring the left hand forward and then the right and the left. And step with the right, back and forth. Y'all still need to come to Golden Drops Cafe. We could do some Qigong there too. And this coming Sunday, I'm playing at the Pot Shop in Little Five Points at 4:20 p.m. We could do some Qigong there too. That's the bear. It's a little hard to see on this small screen, but you get the point. Watermelon! Dang. Do you have a market? Are you selling it? Or are you just growing it for you? And then we get a big boulder out of our way. We step with our right foot forward, reach up, and move it out of the way. The other side. This is the bear move. Shoo. Shoo. All right, we're going to go ahead and bow out, honoring the ancestors, Sheshe Zhongshe, and all the teachers, Sheshe Laozhe. And we fill our hearts with gratitude and compassion and spread this out to the whole entire world. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed class as much as me today. Keep on being true to you, whatever that means, and honor your sacred energy going all the way up and down your body and through your blood and your lymph. And don't be ashamed of your humanity. You are beautiful. Your organs are necessary for you to function, and that is part of your beauty, bringing in the oxygen that you need and all that jazz and the love. So yeah, so I'll see you Wednesday at 1:30. Please comment below if you have any questions. And also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. You can only chat if you're subscribed. So if you haven't been able to comment, it's because you're not subscribed. And then also, please give this video a thumbs up because that helps to bring people to it. And I think that's it. Y'all be good.